Double Dragon 3 is Double Dragon 3. It's hard to say much more about that. It's not like the others. It is Double Dragon, you can see the trappings, but it's very, very different. The gameplay is slightly... I don't want to... It's streamlined, I guess, in a way. Kind of like 2 streamlined 1. This is a little bit more fast-paced and streamlined. But there are a lot of things that just don't seem like a Double Dragon. For one, there are no abobos. And for two, the combat, while being a little more streamlined, a little, dare I say, quicker, for the most part, actually ends up being slower because the enemies are smarter. Well, the enemies are programmed to do a little bit more than they used to, which was come at you head on. And they're much, much tougher. But, onto the important stuff. That bald-ass motherfucker. That was a Will, apparently, by all accounts, who, in the originals, had orange hair up in the Eraserhead fashion. Now, he's bald. So you can say that this is probably the first example of a skinhead in a game, showing that this is an equal opportunity franchise. Now, the Abobos were bald, yes, but they weren't human exactly. They might have been half human and half alien, or full alien, we're not really sure. Because after all, the Shadow Warrior gang, or whatever the fuck they were, kept them in dark places, out of sight, so... we can't consider them the first skinheads in video game history. Will, unable to go on with the gang that had been destroyed, and still having vast numbers of himself and clones, decided to join the White Aryan Brotherhood, or whatever the fuck it is, and, well, we have history. And the Lindas are back as well, but they're pretty much just Lindas, except in this case they don't carry around a giant-ass fucking mace. Now they just try to get a good distance from you and chuck freaking throwing knives at you. So, in terms of gameplay, if you see a Linda, get in close and make a woman out of her, as shown. As far as wills go, just do what you do best, show him why it's not nice to hate black people. And then these white trash motherfuckers who just, you know, they just get in the way. They're not important. And I notice there's no uppercut and no giant knee, which you had in the second one. And Billy is actually a bit slower, I would say, in terms of some of his techniques. His punches are faster, and he does a double punch automatically. But his kicks are slow, much slower, probably half as fast. But he does get this wild, flippy move that's wonderful if there's a pit nearby. And of course that is if you're not taking it from both ends from enemies. And just as a note, I didn't die here, but I almost did. And you will notice that there are no extra lives. No, they took that away. Extra lives? That's a thing of the past. I mean, this is the late Nintendo era. Who needs extra lives? Yeah, if you get fucked, you start over. You get one continue if you reach the 4th level, I believe it is. And there are 5 levels. Although it might as well be 6. So, many different gameplay elements from the first 2 Double Dragons. And this is just the first level. You'll notice many different elements coming up, which are both good and bad. Here's another one. You get a weapon of your own, although, unlike real nunchaku, this one apparently runs on bullets. Yeah, don't let that big motherfucker hit you with that knee. This guy does not believe in consensual sex. He will force his will on you, and by his will I mean his giant cast iron elephant cock. And then this creepy bitch who just claims to be your friend, and you're an idiot if you actually believe that even at the start, having played this for the first time.